Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza. And Trey, your volume's a little loud, and I can see the reflection of your TV on your window. Eh. Just kidding, bro. It's okay. No copyrights, don't worry. But how y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Pretty
Doing
good.
good, bro. Doing good.
Hey, good shit, man. Good shit. I was telling y'all just before we are gonna get on, man. I'm ready to watch some more Ted Lasso. I'm only on episode 6, but that shit's already addictive. Fuck it.
Yes, sir. If you've never seen Ted Lasso, go watch it.
And after I watch Ted
Amazing.
Lasso, I'm gonna go watch Dynasty, that new Patriots documentary, where Patriots fans apparently hate it, and everyone else is like, okay, I'd like to see it. I don't know if y'all have had the time to watch that yet, but I know that's out there and that's a big thing right now. Alex, you're the professor. You wouldn't you watch that? Wouldn't you watch that documentary, or would you be like, nah, pass? I don't want to see that bullshit again.
I like the other documentary they had on ESPN, or Tom Brady's one, not the Patriots, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, that would be something I would like to watch. I like to watch those 30 for 30 ones that they show on ESPN. They're pretty cool.
What's your I know in the last few years, especially with the pandemic and everything, a lot more documentaries have come out. What's your favorite one to come out in recent memory?
Man, there's a lot.
Manti-Teo?
No, I
A good one, to be fair.
I because since I didn't really I didn't really grow up watching the Michael Jordan Bulls. That was pretty cool to see. Even though we I've heard a lot of stories how Michael Jordan was with his teammates and stuff. That was pretty cool just to learn a little bit more of that. Um, and I think one of my favorite ones was the thing is a 30 for 30 our football life of it's a 30 for 30 the Ravens with Ray Lewis in 01. That was one of my favorite ones.
Nice. Yeah, that man. No defense. Your specialty, and so that's the kind of shit you love. What about you, Trey? What sports documentaries you watch that you like?
I like the Manti-Teo, although it was pretty messed up for sure. The one I really liked was the Johnny Manziel one. That one was pretty cool. Because it's ironic, dude. Because when I was younger in college, I would go with my grandpa to scout football teams for his middle school. Well, he was coaching middle school, but he would do it for Judson's high school.
Yeah.
We would go scout, and one of the teams we went up and scouted was Kerrville Tivy. And this was around the time of Johnny Manziel. Now, I don't remember Johnny playing or not. I don't remember that concept. But I remember hearing rumors about this kid that his parents are well off and this, that, and ironically, it was him. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, all that, some of that's rumors, some of that's true, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say Manti-Teo was a good one. The Johnny Manziel was really good. Another one I wanted to check out is the Malice in the Palace. I didn't get to watch that one yet.
Oh,
I heard it's good.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Trying to think of what else. I think that's all I really. Oh, and then I watched obviously quarterbacks. I thought quarterbacks was cool, and I'm kind of excited for the receivers one coming up.
Do you have any recollection when you watched The Last Dance or no?
The Last Dance, man. I watched that. Shit, it's been a while now. It was good though. It was real good.
It was pandemic time, so it was 4 years ago. So for sure,
I think I watched it at least 2-3 years ago because I didn't watch it right when it came out. I think I watched it a little after. But it was good. It was very good.
Nah, man. I mean, sports documentaries. I mean, most documentaries are great. I don't know about y'all, but my girl, she loves to watch those murder mystery ones, and just I'm like, why?
I've never been into murder mystery or nothing like that, bro.
Me either.
I don't understand.
Like the Scrubs and all that stuff too. I don't like any of those shows, bro. And I know I'm probably gonna get hate for it because a lot of people like them, but no, I'm good.
For Scrubs, I never saw it myself, to be fair. So I mean, it is what it is. But but what I was gonna say, we had a lot of news that happened last week. Obviously, last week we had 3 episodes. Alex, you were on all of them, so you know how big it was. Trey, you didn't get to, you reacted on the text thread, but I guess I want to get your initial thoughts, man. Justin Fields finally got traded. I know something that you were against, and basically everyone in the panel but me was against. So, what's your initial thoughts?
Bullshit. Honestly, dude, think about it like this, bro. When Fields came in, what did they really do to help him? Not much, right?
Yeah.
So they set him up for failure for 3-4 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And what sucks and what's sad is they finally bring, like last year, they brought DJ Moore. Hell yeah. They finally brought a target in for him. Cool. They did really well together. And then all of a sudden this year, oh, cool. They brought in 3 more people, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, he's out. So for me, I've called this, and I could be completely wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I think Caleb Williams is going to be a bust. Not in the sense of like a Ryan Leaf bust, but in the sense of like, and I know I'm going to get some shit for saying this, Alex, like a Justin Herbert bust, where everybody thinks that he's big shit and this, that, and the other, and he's going to change the franchise, and he hadn't done anything. So that's what I mean by the bust that I say. Now, with that being said, again, I could be completely wrong. This is all my opinion. I'll never, ever say otherwise. But again, you have a guy who's grown up in this organization. He knows the taste of loss. So obviously he doesn't want to lose anymore. You bring in targets and do all this other stuff, and then you ship them out. What is the purpose of that?
Well, I think I'll say it like this. It was never meant for Justin Fields. It was always meant for the next guy.
Stupid. Then why waste? Like, it's just dumb. It's a waste.
But like, okay, so like in this case, like how so? Because like, again, like going back to it, Ryan Poles didn't draft this kid, so he wants to reconstruct everything to his ways. Get his own QB in there, get the rookie contract that I've been talking about for months, and so now he's got this playoff team ready, and it's up to this kid and this organization to succeed.
No, I understand that. I totally see the strategic moves, and again, that's why I say this is all my opinion. I totally see that side of it. I do. And I respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it. But again, you're setting everything up for, and I've said this a million times. I hate rookie quarterbacks. I do. I hate them. They're not, think about it like this, bro. How many rookie quarterbacks have come in that are fucking phenomenal in college? Phenomenal players in college, and just completely shit the bed in pros? How many? Too many to count, I would assume, correct?
The majority, absolutely.
So why are you going to trust to happen again? Why? Now, just because of your thoughts and organization on this kid, like I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, bro. Not a fan.
Alex, your feelings?
Yeah, I think what one of the big things that's gonna come out to be this year for the Bears, because they have a good team now, a real good team. If Caleb Williams does do good, people are gonna see him as a Joe Burrow, right? Like one of the guys that came out hot and already putting him at an elite level. So would Caleb Williams be elite to a lot of y'all if they start hot off the bat? I'm gonna say no, because the same way I said about Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow had a lot of weapons, right? And he looked fantastic. And I said, wait till Joe Burrow starts playing with less talent or guys in this team, and the window's gonna start closing a little bit because now they're gonna start having to pay people. The same thing's gonna be with Caleb. If Caleb does start blooming right away, people are gonna say, "See, this is the right move. Justin couldn't have done this." Well, that's how we're never gonna know that, right? Because the Trey is right. When with DJ Moore and Justin Fields together, they're probably the best, one of the best duels, quarterback to receiver in the league. And it just sucks, man. The Bears did end up killing Justin, but no fault to Ryan Poles, because Ryan Poles didn't have any picks to put around Justin. Ryan Poles came into a shit show what the last regime left them. So when people say it was Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles. They couldn't put a team around him. That's not necessarily true because they had no fucking picks to work with, and they did pick the best available whenever they were picking. They got Kyle Gordon. I thought he was going to be a great outside corner. Matt Eberflus put him in the slot corner, and he ended up doing well. They picked up Brisker. They picked up Stevenson, and then Darnell Wright. All guys have hit, right?
Yeah.
And people, and it sucks because like, bro, Justin Fields' first game, he got sacked 9 times against one of the best defenses in the league. Like, he was set up to fail. It just sucks.
Dude,
It just sucks that he left. With this team now being one of the best, I think it's going to probably be one of the best teams that Chicago's had in a really long time as far as talent.
So,
and now he's going to be able to play with it.
Well, so that's what I was just about to feed off of. So think about it like this, and I'm looking up their stats from last year. Yep. Justin Fields had 2,500 yards, a little over 2,500 passing yards, which in retrospect, it's not the best, but he only played 13 games. He didn't play 5 games. That's a lot.
4.
So I thought it was 5.
17.
Yeah, 4. You're right. I'm sorry. So 2562 divided by 13, that's 200 yards a game. That's a pretty solid outing if you actually think about it, right? On top of that, he added another 657 in rushing, which is pretty damn good rushing-wise for a quarterback especially. And DJ Moore had 1,300 yards receiving. That's a fuck ton, dude. A lot. The next closest person was Kmet with 719, which is pretty good for a tight end. But what I was feeding into with what Alex was saying is on top of that, if you look, he got sacked 44 times on the season. 44 in 13 games, dude. That is math. 3 sacks a game. That's insane. And why is that? You know what I'm saying? That's my point. Like, they set everything up once he left. And that, to me, that pisses me off. I think he'd have been really good this year.
So I'm going to piggyback what Alex said. Ryan Poles has hit in the draft every time so far, right? In the years, basically the second, third year, that the 2 drafts he's had that he's been GM, Ryan Poles has hit. So why are we not trusting him that he'll hit again?
You're right. You could be completely right. Again, it's because of the fact that I just do not trust rookie quarterbacks.
That's true. If you don't trust rookie quarterbacks, that's one thing, right? They're the majority. But here's another thing. The same thing I said last week. Rookie quarterbacks or rookie quarterback contracts have kind of been hitting more or less the last couple of years, and that's what every team's trying to strive for, right? Now it's not, like last year. It's CJ Stroud. He's the big thing, but it's Brock Purdy under the rookie contract that went to the Super Bowl. The year before that, Jalen Hurts. He just got his max after the Super Bowl, but he was on a rookie contract as well. That's what teams are looking for as well. He was a second-round pick. The year before that, what was it? Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow was on a rookie contract. It was his second year. So, again, that's what, Ryan Poles and them are trying to hit. And then the 2 years before that, it's Patrick Mahomes, rookie contract. On his second and his third and fourth year, he had gone to the Super Bowl on his rookie contract. So that's just what Ryan Poles is kind of aiming at. Now, is Caleb going to be Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud, these guys? We don't know yet. We're about to find out. That's basically what we're about to see in a few months. But that's what he's aiming for. And if we're trusting that Ryan Poles has hit on every draft so far, then maybe trust him on this part too. He, like Alex said before, was a former Chicago Bear. He played for this team, and now he's a GM. So if maybe he feels comfortable that, you know what, Justin's not our guy. I love the guy. I respect the kid. He's a good talent, but he's not the future that we need. Then okay, let's trust him. And so far, he's made the right pick so far. He's adjusted this team from out of the gutter. He saved them from the gutter, right, Alex? I think you would agree that this team was in the gutter, and now he's put them in prime position to win. Now, if Caleb Williams flops, then so be it. But at least he didn't have to worry about also paying a lot of money to him and then gutting this team. You brought up Justin Herbert earlier, Trey. Now look at this team. Now they couldn't keep the money around to keep Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, so they're now there.
Yep.
So how
and Gerald Everett.
Wow, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's still a target.
And two of them are now Chicago Bears. And so now we'll see how Justin Herbert will be without his prize weapons. Now he'll have Joshua Palmer and Quincy Johnson. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
So let me ask this then. First question. First one is kind of hypothetical. What if they didn't take Caleb? What if all this hype and they still take like fucking Jaden Daniels or somebody else? How what do you think would go on?
Alex, what you said on Saturday?
I told Jose if they did all this and they don't take Caleb or Marvin Harrison, it's gonna be all for nothing because
dude, they would have
it really is. That would. I mean,
it'd be hilarious. It would honestly be like the draft day for the movie, where he does all this chaos and picks the same person.
It's just that Jaden Daniels is just a little bit older, and I was telling Jose that he's more injury prone. I feel like he's just slimmer, and in the NFL, you're getting hit by 300-pound guys. I understand he played in one of the toughest leagues in college, playing in LSU. You're gonna play against powerhouses like Alabama and stuff, so you're gonna get hit around. But NFL speed is way different than college speed.
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling Christy because we were talking about. I got the alert about Justin Fields officially being traded, and we were talking about it. And she was asking me, what's going on. So I was telling her kind of the scenario of everything, and I was breaking down, there's roughly 30, I'm being hypothetical, but roughly 34,000 people that play college football, right? Give or take. And I think we did the math, there's like 1,300 that play in the NFL, something like that. So, of course, you're going to have the best of the best playing in the fucking NFL, like end of story. So that's a lot, like, you know what I mean? That's a lot of people to not play the sport that are actually really good at the sport. So that was my hypothetical question. Let me ask you a realistic one. How long do you give Caleb Williams? Do you give him 1 year, 2 years, 3 years?
I give him his rookie contract.
See, right there, I say no. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, okay, I'd say if you don't do it by late this year, early next season, like I'm saying, obviously this coming up season, if you don't start to progress by late this season coming up or early the next season, I'm already calling it. Because you have so much talent around you and everybody else around you is going to be going down because they're already on 2 or 3 year contracts and it's going to be over.
Exactly. That's why I was telling Jose, like, this is a hard position to put a rookie quarterback because you're putting so much pressure on him. Just because this team is ready to win now. Like the way it's set up, you don't.
Mm-hmm. Am I the only one who's cut out? Okay.
No. I was like, what do we know?
I was like, okay. Well, what happened? What is it? All right. Well, we've been interrupted with this technical issue. Don't worry. Hopefully by next month he'll fix it. But going to like retort to what y'all are saying, I get it, right? Y'all get rid of Justin Fields, so now you have to win now with Caleb Williams. I don't necessarily believe that you have to like go ahead and win it today. That's why I'm saying like I'll give him at least 3 years until his extension can be a possibility. Just because we're talking about Chicago. Chicago's doesn't know about winning, bro. They haven't been in the Super Bowl since what?
It doesn't matter.
No, yes, it does.
Doesn't matter. No, it
doesn't.
It does.
Yes, it does, Shay. It matters because when Joe Burrow came in, you gave him a time limit. He had all these weapons. Yes. No,
to an extent. I said to an extent. But again, Joe Burrow showed out.
Yes, but we're saying stuff after the facts, right?
No. But what I'm getting at, okay, the reason I'm saying this is let's compare the two scenarios, right? Both Chicago-based. You have Justin Fields. He gets picked up, has nobody really around him talent-wise, right? You still give him your rookie contract, and obviously that's why they're letting him go. Again, I understand it, and I respect, but I don't like it. So you gave Justin Fields nothing, pretty much, except for the last year. He did something with it. Now, yes, I know they didn't do playoff blah, bullshit, but he showed promise, right? And now you cut him loose with nothing, right? Now you have Caleb Williams, who has so much talent around him now, it's fucking ridiculous. He literally has 2 number 1 receivers in DJ Moore and oh my God.
Keenan Allen.
Thank you. He has easily in my opinion, a top 5 tight end. He has a really, really good running back. I'd say top 10 running back this past season in DeAndre Swift. Because when he was healthy, he was going off. Let's be real. If you don't do something with this, how is this comparable to this?
Okay, so let me ask you this: is the Chicago offense the best offense in the NFC North? Okay, we got Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, and Chicago.
I would say they're 2. If they're not 1, they're 2. I put them behind Detroit. Detroit's offense is just phenomenal.
Yeah, let me bring Alex in before we keep going. Alex, are you back?
Yeah, I had to write back to an email real quick.
Okay. So I'm asking Trey if this what ranking are you giving this offense? Is the Chicago offense the best offense in the NFC North?
Because what I was explaining, Alex, is because he's saying you can't put a timeline on it. And I was explaining you have Justin Fields who had nothing. How is that not the same for Caleb Williams who has everything? You know, it's not the same scenario. I would say if they're not 1, they're 2. And that's a close race of being 2.
I feel like that offense I feel like that offense is better than Green Bay's for sure in that division with that talent around. Maybe right behind Detroit. I give Detroit the edge just because they have a solid offensive line all the way across. With Chicago, you do have some stout tackles. I do believe they need the game elevated in the interior with a center and I think a left guard, or is it a left guard? Yes, a center and a left guard, and I think that team is just.
And that's exactly what I said. I said that they could easily be a number 1 if they had a line. I didn't say a line, but they could easily be number 1. But I'd put them right behind Detroit. And again, it's a close 1-2. You can kind of lean either way, and I wouldn't be mad.
So what about the argument for the people that are going to say, well, what about Green Bay? Right? And I'm not going to say Minnesota because I don't know. I don't even. Well, I guess Sam Darnold. It's kind of like
no quarterback, no running back, just
Jones?
A receiver. Oh yeah, I forgot they got Aaron Jones. They have a semi-good.
So like Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson.
I don't know. I still put again.
I mean,
with the talent, without the quarterback part, I would put Chicago up there for sure. That's just me.
The one thing that Green Bay is gonna hurt this year is not having Aaron Jones, because you've seen the way Green Bay plays. At least I did, because
of course
Jacobs, right? Because I see a lot of the NFC North games, and I did see that they do struggle a lot whenever Aaron Jones is not in the lineup. Whenever he is, Jordan Love looks like the savior for Green Bay, and a lot of people put him in a big pedestal. And I always tell people, like, dude, Aaron Jones made up like 60% of that offense. So I mean, who knows? Josh Jacobs might be
just like
the guy there, but I don't. Yeah, but who knows? I don't think Josh Jacobs is going to be able to do the same load as what Aaron Jones did in the passing game.
But then on top of that, who are their receivers? It's fucking
Christian Watson, Jalen Reed,
I can't remember names right
Romeo
now.
Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, the only person I really like is Jaden Reed, but they are young, so they have a lot of future talent. Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I cutting out?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
But yeah, I don't know, bro. I was very sad to hear about Justin Fields.
Yeah, the Steelers pretty much robbed us again. Uh, they got the Ryan Poles' number for sure.
And the shittiest part too, the shittiest part about this whole scenario is Chicago waited too long anyway, so they didn't get shit for him.
No.
If they were gonna pull this trigger, they should have pulled it a while back.
And I was telling Jose, I don't even think Ryan Post was gonna, because the only way this trade happens is if Kenny Pickett doesn't open his mouth and he stays, Justin Fields doesn't get traded to the Steelers.
Probably not, yeah.
Just because he started complaining and there was rumors that he didn't want to be
the
QB2.
backup or compete. Yeah.
So they essentially fucking traded him.
I agree. I think they traded him to shut him up, essentially, or shut up the scenario. But again, I still think I don't know, dude. I have a feeling that he's not gonna pan out. Again, not in a bust completely kind of way, but a bust enough to where you're you're not saying, oh, he's a GOAT type shit. So we shall see, I guess, right?
And there's a lot of people that like Jose said, like that do want to give Caleb time, and
yeah,
and I tell Jose, like, a lot of the fans are not gonna give Caleb time just because the scenario he's walking into.
See, that's what I'm getting at, bro. And that's so when you got off for a little bit, that's exactly what I told Jose, because he goes, how can you not give him time? I said, how much time? And he goes, rookie contract. And I said, how do you figure? I said, Justin Fields came in with literally nothing. They didn't build anything around him really until the last year. You gave him all that time. You cut him after the rookie contract. Understandable. Okay, his rookie contract's ending. Let's get rid of him. Cool. Okay, that's fine. But how can you give this next man up the fucking world and say, oh, we'll give him to the end of his rookie contract? Like, it's the exact same scenario, except one has talent and one doesn't. How can you compare the two? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
And a lot of the players right now are not gonna wait for him to develop. Jalen Johnson's been on the team for a while. He just got it. He just got his extension. There's no way he's gonna
his extension was like 2 or 3 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, so like at the end of his contract, he's not gonna be like, okay, Caleb is ready. He's ready to play.
Exactly. Now let's try it again. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to explain about the scenario. If you think about it, again, DJ Moore, I think, has 2 years left. DeAndre Swift signed a 3-year. Keenan Allen signed a 2-year. Cole Kmet, I think, has 2 years. Yeah, I think that's about roughly it. So all these guys have 2 to 3 years. It's not going to come to the point of his 3rd year and everybody's going to be like, yeah, let's try it again. Like, no, dude, like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I said I'm giving him till the end of this season coming up / the beginning start of the next season to get his shit straight. End of story.
So let me ask you guys this. I think I asked Jose last time. Are the Bears a playoff team right now?
They can be, definitely. I think so. Well, okay. I think they need a couple pieces on the offensive line area and a couple key defensive people. And yes, easy.
I already answered it. I said yes, they can be.
Yeah.
So
goddamn.
So if they don't the playoffs, is this a wasted year?
I don't think it's a wasted year. That's why I'm saying again.
Whoa! But if you're gonna put a time limit on him, then it's a wasted year.
Hold on. That's why I said the end of this year, beginning of next year. Because again, if he sucks the first, how many games are in the season? Fucking 17, right?
17 games.
Yeah. If he sucks the first 8, 9 games, and then starts to pick it up the last 6, 7, 8 games, I'm gonna be excited because he's picking it up. Does that make sense? He's learning the team. He's learning the system. He's doing all this.
Yep.
That's why I said the end of this season, beginning of next season. Now, if he goes all 17 games and sucks dick, now we have a problem. Because, again, that's a full year under this team with all his weapons, with all that organization, and he still didn't gain anything. Now we have a problem. That's the only reason I'm putting that type of time timeline on it. And again, I think there's a pretty ample timeline with the weapons and targets he has around him. I think it's pretty fucking solid. Now, I'm not expecting you to come in and win every game your first season. No. But that's why I said end of this season, beginning of next season.
But again, if you don't like rookie quarterbacks and you don't trust them, and you think all this so far, what I've heard, negative stuff, then this is not a fair like trial for him as far as like what you're expecting from him, because now you're automatically going to give him the bust by the end of the year.
I don't know. That's why
he is more like so far with the scenarios y'all are giving him, he is most likely to bust, right? From what y'all saying, just because he has all these guys. Okay, well, what if someone gets hurt? What if all this other stuff happens?
Yeah, of course, all those factors vary.
Okay, so like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'd rather give him a few more years, like 2 or 3 is fine.
Everybody's going to be gone by then.
They have 3-year contracts. After the 3 years,
what's gonna help out Caleb a lot that doesn't go, that probably goes unseen, that the defense turned it up the last half of the season after Sweat came on. The Bears led the league in turnovers. Like they're and I think interceptions. I believe not turnovers. It was interceptions. So that secondary is locked. So Caleb's gonna get the ball a lot. And looking back at, if you look back at Matt Eberflus's his resume, back to where he was a Colts DC, that defense was one of the best defenses in the league whenever he was a DC. That's why he got the head coaching job. But a lot of people are already so quick to throw him over the boat, or so to say, in Chicago whenever he came on, because the defense was really bad. I mean, you're coming from that was a 3-4 defense. I was telling you that last podcast, to change over to a complete 4-3. It doesn't happen over season. You got to make changes. And now he finally got his guys, and the defense starting to look really good. It just sucks, man, because people were saying already at the end of the year, Justin Fields looked really good. They were getting wins, right? But a lot of people don't see that the defense started to play a lot better against Denver. He balled out, but the game was more on Justin because they lost. But they didn't. Some people saw that it was the defense's fault. And
that's what makes or breaks a quarterback.
Yeah, it just sucks. Well, Caleb's gonna have a good defense, that's for sure.
Well, like
that, and that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, but again, like I just rather like let's just let the year happen. Like y'all,
no, I agree.
But y'all giving this like little time frame of stuff. It's like, bro, like especially like with Alex, especially you. Like this is your team. You know this team is barely getting out the gutter. And y'all only going to give him like 1 or 2 years, like, and then you don't trust like Ryan Poles to continue making this team better. Like that's crazy talk. Like just giving him this short time, like y'all are like literally setting him to fail. And then and it sounds like more like y'all saying it, and then be like, oh well, see, Justin could have done something better because he was already a more experienced vet on this team. Like, okay, but Justin also didn't exactly do great on his part either. He wasn't always great. That's why he only has the 10 wins, the 40 passing touchdowns, the 14 running touchdowns, the 38 fumbles, the 30 interceptions. Like that's like it's not just the team; it's also on him too. So of course, like if you want me to give, and here's the thing with rookie quarterbacks, I usually give them a 3-year grade. I wait 3 years, so that's why I don't change it. Like it doesn't matter what the scenario is right now. Like I'm not going to change it. Like remember, they're not even the worst team in the league. They only have this pick because they fleeced the Panthers. So I'm going to give this kid 3 years. I'm going to give this kid 3 years because that's the right thing to do because he is just a rookie. Like he's a young kid. Like I'm not expecting him to be Patrick Mahomes. Like no one expected Patrick Mahomes to be Patrick Mahomes. So
no, I agree with that.
But he is expected to be an Andrew Luck, right? His first year.
That's people's targets. That's not mine. That's other people's. That's not mine. I'm telling you what mine are. Like I'm just saying, that's what like 31, 41 touchdowns with 18 interceptions and 11-5 record. Okay, maybe. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, we don't know yet. Let's see how this team constructs. I don't even know if this offense is going to be any good. It's a new OC. I know that I can trust the defense, right? That's what y'all are telling me. Like ever since they, FBI rated the former DC and got Eberflus all in. So okay, so we trust the defense. Cool. I don't know what this offense is yet. Let's see some progress first. The OC hasn't even coached his first game yet, and Caleb hasn't even gotten his uniform or been drafted yet. And as Steezy says, Just imagine if the Bears chose Drake May instead.
That would be so funny, bro. I'm dead serious. What if they just fucking fleeced everybody and just chose somebody off the wall? That'd be so funny. To
Well,
me.
it's a failure on there too, and he also says the Bears don't make it to the dance with CW, then it's a bust. It's not a bust. That's just crazy.
Again, I'm giving him the end of this year, early next year. I think that's
Not
with
fair.
the
That
talent
is not fair
coming
for
in,
him. That is not fair for him, bro.
dog,
That's what I told you, Jose. I told you if they don't go with Justin Fields and they get a rookie quarterback, I told you this was going to happen. Caleb Williams is going to come into a hard situation where he has to make the playoffs.
And the market told
It's
you that
hard.
Justin Fields was not viewed by 31 other teams to be good enough to be a starter. That he was worth a sixth-round pick. So let's remember that too. That he was also. That's how teams valued him.
They turned down 4 offers because remember Ryan Post did. It sucks because Ryan Post is respected a lot by the players on the team.
I think that's just safe face. I think that's just a safe face to the media because he knows he fucked up by not trading him sooner.
No, because I think who was it? Ian Rappaport even reported too that they turned down 4 deals.
Yeah, but he said they probably weren't any much better than this one, because he also said that it's most likely that he was just trying to save face, which is exactly what he was trying to do. Ryan Post just trying to save face because he should have traded him earlier before all these quarterbacks got put up everywhere else, before Kirk became available for Atlanta. They could have gotten maybe a better pick, maybe a 4th or 3rd round pick, but they were never going to be any better.
Exactly what I said earlier is they waited way too long to make that move.
Yeah, that's on
that. That was stupid. Because if they'd have known this all along, they should have pulled the trigger all along.
Yeah. I don't think that they were trying to do him a favor. Fuck no. Someone offers you a 4th round pick over a 6th round pick with conditions. I'm taking the 4th round pick. I'm not. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what freaking Justin Fields wants. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I think he was just trying to save face there, but I mean it is what it is. I mean we spent the first 38 minutes on this bitch again. Caleb Williams and Justin Fields is a drama that's going to happen all year long. That's going to be a topic for us.
Real quick, let me just ask this question.
Okay.
When Justin Fields came into the league, you gave him 3 years?
Yes. I give every rookie QB 3 years.
So in that 3 years, because he didn't receive any help, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
What then? That's what I'm getting at. How is this scenario not different in the sense that Justin Fields came in, you give him 3 years.
Okay, so Mac Jones is not a bust? I'm not saying Justin Fields is a bust, but is Mac Jones a bust?
Yes.
Okay. They did the same thing. They didn't give him shit.
I understand that. He's a bust.
Zach Wilson, I mean, he got a lot of shit. He's a bust.
Bust? Exactly.
Okay, so 3 years. So I don't have Justin Fields as a bust, but at the same time, 32 teams said he's not a starter.
Third year or second year?
This is his 3rd year.
This is 3rd year coming?
No, 4th year coming.
Okay. So wasn't he a bust the year before last year as well?
No.
Zach Wilson was not a bust from 2 years ago?
Zach Wilson was a bust rookie year.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. You could tell within the first year to year and a half, which is exactly the timeline I'm giving Caleb, that Zach Wilson was a fucking bust, exactly like Mac Jones. Yes or no?
Mac Jones was a bust after 2 years, but yes.
That's roughly that point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Because he made the playoffs the
and
first year.
Both quarterbacks had jack shit to really work with to an extent. Again.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So how are you going to give this man the same amount of time with all the weapons he has? It doesn't make sense to me. And I get your rule. You keep it at 3 years for rookies. Totally understand and respect that. But how can you compare apples and oranges and give them the same thing?
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, no matter what the Jets are a property franchise. They developed, and now they're ready for the next guy. That's Aaron Rodgers, apparently. Whatever. Right? You know, they got Tyrell Smith and Mike Will, right? You know, so they're good.
I still love that Aaron Rodgers brought his entire team with him.
Let me ask you this: if Mac Jones, I think it was 25 points. If Mac Jones and the Patriots averaged 25 points of offense points, and they still lost, would you still consider Mac Jones a bust? even though he was making the offense
Was
move.
he getting the 25 points himself, or was it more the run game and shit like that? Because it wasn't from him.
No, I'm just who are you talking about, Justin?
No, Mac.
No, but I'm just saying like hypothetical if the Patriots were scoring 25 points with Mac Jones at quarterback and they were still losing games, would you still consider Mac Jones like? Will you still give him the 3 years? You're like, well, maybe if we give him some time and actually have some put a team around Mac, would you still want him out of the facility right away?
You're giving me a hypothetical about what Justin did or what?
Well, it's not hypothetical. It's what Justin did because there was a stretch where he was scoring. The offense was scoring 25 points or 26 points a game
all season, or just or spurt?
Yeah, it was like I think there was the end of his rookie year, and then I think his second year. It was
well, look, I know his second year he got one MVP vote, so he got enough attraction even with as a 3-win team to get an MVP vote. But
yeah, I think it was his second year. Whenever, I think right after the 40 or that 49er game. Well, I mean, they played a good stretch. They played the 49ers. They played the Eagles. They played the Dolphins. They played the Bills. It was a big stretch where they played a bunch of good teams and they were scoring a lot. Just that the defense couldn't fucking hold up their end. It was a big stretch, I think, and it's just so crazy because like people still say that he can't play or he can't play quarterback.
But again, Alex, it has nothing to do with he can't play. It's Ryan Poles. If y'all are so high on how he has drafted people, trust him that he's going to draft his quarterback the right guy. But we also don't have to give him a time limit. The more of the end of the first year or the beginning of the second year. That's crazy talk because we'd never give that to anyone else, no matter how good the team is built. Patrick Mahomes had Andy Reid and Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill's first 2 years, right? He didn't play the first year, right? But imagine if he had played his first year. Are we giving him the same shit?
Well, he was never a number one quarterback. He wasn't the number one pick.
And that's what I'm saying. Okay, but he was a guy they drafted up for, right? Or traded up for.
I think it's completely different. Yeah. The only thing that makes it a big difference is that you move on from a quarterback. Alex Smith was not a young quarterback at the time. You're moving on from a young quarterback here in Chicago.
Okay, but if Ryan Poles doesn't believe this kid can take him that far, then believe him. That's what I'm saying. Just believe him because I mean he hasn't failed you so far. You don't want to.
I'm just saying that it's completely different. Kansas City and Chicago is not the same. It's not the same at all because, like I said, Alex Smith was already at his tail end of his career.
I don't know how my computer is messing up so badly, but yes, it is. Jesus Christ. I was gonna say off the picture then, but no, man. I'm just saying, like in general, like y'all, if y'all want to call him a bust after year one, okay, y'all call him a bust, and I hope he proves all y'all wrong because, like, it's crazy that just such a negative narrative this kid has gotten, like literally since the start of last year in college, it's been insane. Like the drop off. Oh, like James said, oh, he paints his fingernails or he can't throw. Or you, Alex, you want to say Drake May, you rather go with the tall, more accurate quarterback than the guy who's running around and very inaccurate and stuff like that. Like y'all have all set this kid up for failure. And I get it, y'all are fans of Justin Fields, but this kid hasn't done shit to like really get that, negative publicity. It's a bunch of hearsay and shit like that, but it wasn't like you haven't heard him say it. Like,
so like the way, to me, he's carrying himself a really like crazy way, right? Not I don't care if he didn't throw it at the combine at all. I told you a lot of quarterbacks don't do it, but just the way he carries himself, could probably be to a lot of people like I don't know, standoffish, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I don't think I'm putting a bad narrative on. I think what's happened is that he's basically doing it to himself.
But how? What has he said? What has he done? That's what I'm waiting for. I mean,
his actions, right? Like I said, the way he carries himself.
What is actions? What are give me points?
Well, one of the points was like not giving your medical record. You know, a lot that's just crazy, right? Like, and then him
No,
saying
that's
like, well,
fine. That's your private thing. You're not going to be drafted by 32 teams. What does that matter? It's the same as
that's
not
like
throwing. It's the same as not throwing or running.
it's like Jamarcus Russell kind of vibes. That's what everybody. I mean,
yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
what
Like
everyone else is. That's not him. That's what are we talking about? Like that's crazy. Like not everyone's gonna be like that. Okay, so if you're okay with him not throwing or running, so what does it matter if he doesn't give his medical records to all 32 teams? Why don't keep that private for the 3 teams that are on top who are looking for a quarterback? That's smart to me. That's intelligent as fuck. I don't want people to know finding out my weaknesses and game planning around that shit.
I don't know.
What are we doing? What
really weird.
Is that it? Is that really the only thing? Because I need to hear more because that's nothing.
Oh, because well, a lot of people in USC always says like it's really hard to contact him because the only one he would really connect with is Lincoln Riley, who wasn't really a coach there, right? Like if you want to get something across to him, you would have to go through Lincoln Riley, which is weird.
Is that factual or is that hearsay? Like
no, that's factual. That's factual.
Like he and Lincoln Riley confirmed that.
He, of course, he's not going to confirm that, but a lot of people on that coaching staff said that in order to like talk to Caleb, you have like there was a buzz like you have to talk to Lincoln to.
So someone in the coaching staff came out and said that.
Well, everybody, like players, coaching staffs, and it's just weird. Like you never really see that.
Well, I mean that sounds like Russell Wilson. So I'm just trying to be sure. Is that true? Because that's what everyone says about Russell Wilson.
What do they say?
That exact same thing. That they can't. None of his teammates had his personal number. Richard Sherman has said that publicly. All his teammates have said that publicly. In Seattle, he never gave out his personal number. He had his own office. You couldn't contact him unless you found ways to get through to his agent, and then you can contact him. That's the exact same thing about Russell Wilson. So how do you feel about Russell Wilson?
So you don't like that, right? You don't like that Russell does that, but it's gonna be okay if Caleb.
No, so I was saying you saying you never heard of something like that. That's Russell Wilson to a T.
No, I don't. At college, an 18-year-old, 19-year-old doing that already.
Oh, when you start getting paid millions of dollars, everyone acts a certain way. What you think it's any better in professional sports? You think that's any better? You think that's any better? Exactly. So is that any better? They're both professional. So what is that any better?
I just find it weird that like a college kid has that much like
I haven't heard that. That's the first time I ever heard that in all the news of the last year that I've heard about it. So to be fair, I don't know if Trey's heard it. Maybe he has. I never heard it before.
I don't know.
So I mean, again, I just think it's crazy that we're giving him the time limit that we are, but it is what it is. I mean, again, it sounds a lot of like we're going to go negative on a lot of on the hearsay stuff. I rather just see what he does on the field. Because Trey, we as Spurs fans, we didn't know what Uncle Dennis was or give a fuck what he said until shit happened that affected the Spurs, right? So what is it like? And he's had Uncle Dennis his entire life. So what does that matter here?
Oh, I'm not knocking him too much for what's going on in the media and all the other bullshit. I'm basing mine.
You're more pro Justin. You're more pro Justin than
I'm pro Justin in the sense of what he did last year, and he with the team he had. I'm more just I don't know. Again, I'm more what this guy has around him. That's why.
It's just that like he was able to do like a lot of wild play. Like you watch the game, you're like, damn, how do you do that, right? With like nobody on his team. So I think that's what a lot of fans, Chicago fans, are like holding on to. Like, this guy did this with this talent. Imagine what he could do with a lot. I think that's the only argument.
That's pretty much all I mean.
That's what the biggest argument that Chicago's gonna have. And I'm just saying that's how Bears fans in Chicago are gonna view Caleb. And I had told you, like, dude, it's gonna suck for him if he doesn't produce well, because there's gonna be radio. I can already see it, dude, because Chicago fans are, especially the radio hosts in Chicago, are gonna be burying him his first year if he does, and that's why I say it's hard. It's going to be hard. I hope they do good because it's been a long ass time since we've been in the playoffs, and I always say the defense is going to be the one to carry us for sure.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe that any of y'all actually, want to believe in this kid if y'all putting this much passion and putting that much weight on his shoulders in his first year. That's just as crazy. I think they'll make it because the NFC is weak. Like I told you before, AFC any 7 teams can make it in, but the NFC, like really, what is there really like 7 teams better than the Chicago Bears? I mean, paper wise, right? Because we don't know yet fully what it is, but. Like I think they'll make them. I think they'll make the playoffs, and it's like
I think the defense are a little bit more stacked than the NFC side.
I just think y'all need to like relax a little bit and just enjoy the fucking ride. Damn, like it's rookie
year.
And
what sucks is that I'm not going to be able to watch the draft this year.
Why not?
I'm gonna be super busy that day.
Hey, just don't ask me for help that day, okay? I'm busy.
All right.
But James,
what's up?
I don't know if you've heard any of the conversation we've been having, but I think you could kind of like put tail one A and B together.
No, but I've been listening since since Trey said something about Caleb Williams and Justin Fields. That's why I jumped in at.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's pretty much that
the whole hour of it.
We basically spent the whole first hour on it, and I had more topics about Caleb Williams to talk about, and I'm still gonna get to it. But damn, I can't believe we've gone this far on like one big debate about it. Like that's crazy. Okay, is it make it or break it this year, James, for you? If for Caleb Williams?
No, it's never make it or break it with a rookie quarterback. I feel like that's the. What up?
He's talking to neighbors. The man of the people, ladies and gentlemen, humble hater James. But I guess we'll get back to
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was my neighbor.
No, you're good, man. No worries.
Yeah, no, I really don't. I don't put that much on rookie quarterbacks, man, because you take in accountability that the NFL is faster than college. They have to learn to read and discover how the defense is set up, how schemes are set up, how people are going to take away 1 and 2 targets, how to trust your running back, how to read protections, how to set up blocking schemes. It's a lot for him to learn, man.
So,
it's
James,
a huge adjustment.
So what I said was I'm giving Caleb Williams to the end of this year / beginning of next year to show me something.
But why?
Why?
Because this is probably gonna be his best team he's ever gonna be around.
I just think that's hard.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
My thing is, yes, he's getting a boatload of, it's like having a big brother and big sister, and you getting the hand-me-downs, but like they get the new car off the lot. Like, dude, he's getting the new car off the lot. Yes, that's true, but you still have to allow him time to grow into who he's going to become if he's going to be that guy. Bro, there's been so many guys with his height and his level of magnitude that came in the NFL, and we don't even talk about him no more. We just know him for how great they were in college. And I don't even think he's great as some of those names.
That's my point. That's exactly my point. Thank you.
But I'm just saying,
how many people have been stars? Oh my God, they're amazing in college. They're gonna be amazing in the NFL.
That's why I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying it's gonna take time for him to get there. Justin Burrow wasn't Joe Shiesty in the first year. Like, he wasn't. Like, you have to give him that time, bro. Like, he wasn't that guy. Justin Herbert didn't come in. Justin Herbert even reached the level that we think he should be at right now. But still, even that being Justin Herbert, like Justin Herbert showed his flashes, and he got to like where he's at right now. We're like waiting for him to tip the iceberg. Like Josh Allen, same thing. Remember, Jada Ramsey said he was ass cheeks. Now look at Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let these guys develop. Man, 1 year is insane. That's
No, but
asking a
like,
lot.
Josh
Thank
Allen
you.
though,
Thank you. That's all I've been saying.
Josh
Thank you.
Josh Allen is the Bills were a way different team. That's what I'm saying. This scenario is unheard of. Like you have never generational talent has never came into a team that was, I'm not gonna say really good, but I'm gonna say like how you said, a new car, right? Like where
Yeah.
they have, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this is just such a unique situation that
It's a
any
very unique. Nobody's
yeah,
ever been gifted a top tier
that's
running
what I'm
back,
saying.
2
That's what I'm
receivers,
saying.
a
Okay,
tight
but
And you
again,
have
end,
they're
a
only here
decent
because
line.
they fleeced Carolina. They're
I
only
will say
here
one
because
second
they
before you start
hustled the
clapping.
fuck out of them.
Hey,
They're only here
hey,
for
hey,
that.
dude, the Carolina is.
You did that and you started clapping.
Bro, I'm like, they're only here because of it. But let the kid breathe. The motherfucker has
Yeah.
yet to even get his
No,
uniform.
okay, again, hold on. I'm giving, and what I'm saying is, I'm not saying if he comes in this first year and sucks completely, I'm cutting it completely off. That's again
Yeah.
why
I
I'm
think
leaning
you
towards
are.
the end of this. Huh? You think I am?
I think you are. I think you
No,
and
I
Alex
said,
are.
but that's what I'm saying. I said end of this season, beginning of next season, to show me something. Go back and look, read or watch the tape. I said to show me something.
Yeah.
Meaning,
No, but I
you
mean,
have these people around you. I'm not
yeah.
saying you have to win 8 for 8 in the first fucking 8 games. There ain't no way.
My
I'm
question
saying by the end of the season, early next season, show me that you're gonna be a good quarterback. End of story.
What
I
exactly does he
you,
have to
but
show you?
yeah, but I think Trey is basically asking for the aspect of like, I need to see progression from week 1
Yes,
to week 18. I'm not
exactly.
like with no hopes of making the playoffs, which I think they should, but
that's what I'm
still,
saying.
like with week 1 to week 18, I need to see you go from like
Yes.
making fucking mistakes to okay, controlling the tempo, you
Yes.
know,
And okay, look, you
Q,
made those mistakes in the
the
first 5
the the
weeks. Now you fix
QBR
those
to the
mistakes. Okay,
INT
cool.
ratio has to be on the plus minus, you know, like stuff like that.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
get what he's saying, but I like for me, I don't want to, huh? No, so I'm finna go take this
Uh-huh.
back. Yeah, but it's just you want to see that progression. After you
No,
see that
yeah.
progression, man, like I mean, there you can bag the fuck out of him, like because
James,
I'm gonna tell you like
James,
this: the media is not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I agree with
That's what I was
Alex, the
I told
media
you.
is not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Jose, I
That's
agree
what
with
but
you.
I
that's what
am because I'm not ready to fail this kid after 1 year. I'd rather
Jose,
see
that's
him
what I'm
go
trying
for
to tell
years.
But
Jose.
Jose,
That's what I've been trying to tell
Jose,
Jose.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you, bro. That's too much to be putting on his shoulders. That's how some
That's
of
what
these
I've been
kids don't
telling
make
him.
it. That's how some of these kids don't make it. He's going to a city that's going to crucify him already. Let alone
Exactly.
let alone ESPN, First Take, Around the Horn, FS1. All these
Yes.
guys gonna be ready to jump on him.
Oh, I
Like,
agree. They're gonna
And and
fuck him
and
up.
and I
And
t-
they
and
would
I
have
and
jumped on Justin Fields if he had gotten this team. If he stayed
yeah,
on this team and
yeah,
yes,
failed,
yep.
they
yes,
would have done the same thing.
yes,
So
yes.
no matter what, like
But
it's
Justin
gonna be
Fields would have
like
been, but Justin Fields would have been more worthy of it because you seen what he did with less, and you give him more.
Yes,
That's thank
exactly.
you.
Caleb's coming
Thank
in on
you.
a clean slate, so it's kind of like,
That's what
yeah,
I'm getting
you
at.
don't want to piggyback on him like that,
Thank
but
you.
hey, when you go that high in that regard, it's gonna happen regardless, bro. It's not
And
like
and and
he's
I'm
not
telling
Dak
you.
Prescott going in the 4th round, so they're gonna give him the leeway. No, you're Caleb
you're the
Williams,
number
you're
one
Mr.
pick.
Hot
Number
Shot, you
one.
coming out of SC with all this, you know what I'm saying, hoopla. But
Again,
And I told
Jose,
you.
I completely get what you're getting at. I do. And again, I respect it. I'm just saying if you're coming in with this much, you need to do something. End of story.
man, but that's what I said.
And I had
If I'm
told
a GM or if I'm a GM and I'm an owner, man, I'm letting it be known right off the rip, bro. We are not. This ain't got this season has nothing to do with
I
him
know,
if
but
we
he's
fail. Like that's what you have to
and
do. Like
and I
you
told
have to the coach, the GM, like everybody has to be on the same page. Except the president, like say across the board, we agree. If he does not make it out of his first year, or if it's not a success, like we're not gonna crash and burn. We're gonna allow him to grow. Like, dude, you have to coddle this guy, bro. Like, not every quarterback has to be like that, but certain situations call for that. So this guy doesn't go in and just tank, bro. Like, and then we don't know. Like, you waste all that everything that you did because you basically just broke him down, bro. Not everybody's built like that.
And I told Jose a few months back before, like whenever the season was over, I was like, and this is not gonna, it's not gonna be fair for him. And I told him it sucks
Yeah,
because he's not gonna, like you said, he's gonna be on the ticker on every fucking sports show if
bro.
the Bears
Everyone,
don't succeed.
if he
And I said
throws a
that's not,
if he throws a
yeah.
bomb, if he throws a slant, or if he gets a pick six, or if he
No,
throw out
basically,
a sack
if he's
fumble,
not CJ Stroud, if he's not CJ Stroud this year, that's how everyone is gonna look at him. Right?
hell yeah. I mean, CJ
Yeah,
Stroud,
And
yes, it is. We
bro,
just said that
CJ
he just gonna
Stroud,
crucify him,
they gonna
so
treat,
they're
if he's not
expecting CJ
CJ
Stroud
Stroud or
level.
Anthony Richardson, it's gonna be a
yeah,
problem. Because even AR was good before he got hurt,
Yeah,
and you
I
saw
could
the
see it.
flashes.
I could see it. I could see it. I
Look
could
at
see it.
look at how they treat Bryce Young, and
Yeah.
he ain't been given no
and
fair
then
He
opportunity.
didn't do
and
shit.
and then
Like they
that's
didn't give
right.
him. You're right. They didn't give him shit.
Bro,
No,
they
they
let
didn't.
That's
They
Bryce
right.
didn't give
Young,
him nothing. They
Bryce
gave him
Young
old
crash
man
and burn.
Deion.
Dog, Bryce
That's pretty
Young
much
crash
it,
and burn
right?
and nothing.
That's why I said it's not fair to a rookie QB. I told you that before, Jose.
But
It's
that's why
not
I did.
fair for
That's
him.
why I've never crucified Justin Fields for his
Yeah.
situation. So like that's my thing too.
But
Like if we're not gonna crucify, like if for me, if I'm not gonna crucify Justin Fields for his situation, why am I gonna go ahead and do that to Caleb? I get the
Yep.
media's going to because he's number one pick. He's gonna have all eyes on him. He's a rookie watch. He's already the favorite to win
Yep.
offensive rookie of the year. But to be realistic, we are not gonna fail this kid. So hold on. So I get he's in a better situation than this now. Are you gonna say, is Victor Wembanyama gonna be a bust because his team's ass?
But he's playing good.
no,
Exactly. But then
no.
I
But
get
look,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
but the team is not built to win now. That's what I'm telling you. Like the team is
That's what I'm
like it's
saying, bro.
different. The Spurs are not built to win now.
I
I know
cannot
you
believe
guys
it's
said
been
they're
on the
gonna.
same topic for an hour.
I don't
we're
know.
so invested. Why we in Chicago New York to get this patch off and put a bear on?
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I'm
All
going
right.
out on the limb. Caleb's not going to be the rookie of the year. It's going to be a receiver, bro. It's going to be one of these receivers.
Should I tell James what I said earlier, Jose?
What was I gonna say?
That I said he's not. I don't think Caleb Williams is a bust like Ryan Leaf, but I think he's a bust like Justin Herbert.
That's a good bust because Justin still got life. He can be resurrected.
And he already got paid for doing nothing. So I mean, it is what it is. I had to switch up things. I'm on my phone right now, which is crazy if they were because I've got all these screens in front of me. So I'm sticking to the Caleb Williams topic because he was supposed to be. This was supposed to be the song. I asked Shay a simple question an hour later.
Sorry,
All right.
very passionate about this topic.
We might as well all be Bears fans this year because now we need to see like whether or not he's going to succeed or not. All right. So what is it? Yesterday, RG3 got on social media and he said that Caleb Williams should pull an Eli Manning and go ahead
Oh, yeah.
and
Dude, I saw that.
and force the Bears to trade him away. So it
Okay, let
quote
me go
him
take this real
exactly.
quick.
So to quote him exactly, let me go ahead here. He said,
Are we getting out? Huh?
James, mute yourself, Vato. He said, after everything with Justin Fields, can Caleb Williams really look at that and say, you know what? This is an organization that has my best interests at heart. They are going to help me develop into the player I want to become. So what are y'all thoughts on RG3's thoughts that, Caleb should forego landing in Chicago and force a trade out somewhere else?
I mean, I get what he's saying, right? Like, again, it goes back to what we've been talking about. The Bears set Justin Fields up with nothing and kind of for failure to an extent. But to counter that, obviously, look what they've already done for him, and they don't even have it yet.
Yeah.
So I get what he's getting at. but I would say that's kind of an unrealistic thing now. Now, if they kept DJ Moore and then didn't get Allen and didn't make a move for Swift and all this other stuff, then maybe I'd consider that. But no, I'd say that's a stupid thought right now.
Alex?
So yeah, man. All the Bears fans are basically killing RG3 on X or whatever. But yeah, this is a completely different what Chicago has done in the past. Because back then we had Lovie Smith, right? And whenever Rex Grossman came to the team, we built the defense first. And Ryan Post could have done that for Matt Eberflus, right? He could have made all these big requirements on the defensive side, but he didn't. He set up the team for the next quarterback. So that's completely different what Chicago has done in the past. Because in the past, GMs would help the head coach basically put all his players, which is his defense, right? Eberflus is defensive guy, but it's completely different. I really don't know what RG3 was trying to get at as far as like Caleb Williams. The Bears don't really have the best interests for you, which is really wrong because I thought they were setting the team up for Justin, but they set it up for Caleb, and Caleb got like I said, like how James said, a nice car, a Cadillac, basically, in the offense. So no, I don't. It's kind of weird that he said that, and for Bears fans to attack him like crazy was kind of funny.
James, are you here? Just want to be sure. Give one shot to say something.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Your thoughts on RG3, bro? On his comment?
I don't like it just as much as I don't like the transfer portal. I know that's like way left field, but like I feel like it's an honor, bro. It's a blessing to be able to reach this level when you think what goes into it. And I know I'm kind of being like devil's advocate or I'm thinking too much into it, but not everybody makes the league, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's people that spend 3-4 years, like, and don't even get that opportunity. So I like the fact that he can make that decision, but to me, like, I think of it as a blessing, bro. Like, it's just you were able to make it. Like, everybody can't say that. You know what I mean? Like,
So
everybody can't say
let's put it this way. If you guys were Caleb Williams, would you want to go to Chicago or Washington or the Patriots? Those are the top 3 picks.
I'm gonna tell you, like, Alex, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, if I had the opportunity and I like knowing, like, okay, like New England is not built to win right now. Washington is kind of turned around. And then you have the Chicago Bears. Of course, Chicago is a more ready now team, but the structure isn't still there. You know what I mean? So,
to be fair, the structure is not built anywhere between those 3.
I think he logged out.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm gonna go there and try to win.
James, you gotta repeat yourself. You said out. He's going for a walk. He lost signal. No, Matt. I'm going to say like this. For me, I think it's stupid. Clear as day, just to say that what he threw out there, because it's not. He is looking at it as a Washington guy, right? The Skins are the ones who drafted him. He tried to be part owner this past year, so I think he's still heavily invested in Washington, and he's just trying to kind of make his own play. To make Caleb force the Chicago's hands to trade with the Washington Commanders. But overall, I think I think it's just a horrible use of your platform, bro. To like just try to egg on like somebody to go on for your own team. I think that's clearly what he did, and
I think it's just like, bro, you're on ESPN. You have all this things to say. You can say.
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that. I didn't know RG3 had like stake in a team like that or whatever.
He tried to put like a little bit of a bid for ownership when the Commanders were up for sale. So he and remember, this is the team that drafted him, so he's gonna give him like love and shit like that. So I just think it's just crazy, like the way he used his platform for that. I get it, like Shannon Sharp would be like, "Oh, come to Denver," and stuff like that. But it's like, dude, like Chicago has not done anything wrong with this current regime, to fuck anyone over. If you feel one way about Justin Fields, okay, so be it, right? That's Justin Fields. But Justin Fields was never part of Ryan Poles' regime. He didn't draft him. The previous GM did.
Yeah.
If anything, Justin Fields is the last of the last regime that had to go away. Sad to say, right?
Yeah.
Not saying that he's a bad player or anything like that. But I'm just saying he is the last of the last regime. James CZ asks, "Why are you breathing so hard, bruh?"
You said what?
CZ's asking, "Why is James breathing so hard, bruh?"
Because I was just working hard, bruh.
I believe it.
I was about to say that.
I was in the field.
I like it.
Look at Trey's face, bro. Pause.
Right? You gotta explain the field, bro. You gotta explain the field. You can't really just go out and say F field. All right,
I have no affiliation with this gentleman. And
last thing about Caleb before we move on. I know Stevie's ready to move on to UFC and some boxing.
Oh shit!
You know what's gonna happen. You know what's happening. Last thing, Deion Sanders kind of said the same thing as far as like, "Hey, Caleb, are you sure you want to go over there?" And let me quote him just to be safe. I don't want to like hearsay stuff. This kid, Caleb Williams, can flat out play. I think he's the best one on the board this year for sure. A kid that's coming from California for the last couple of years, right? And went to Oklahoma. That's not terribly cold. Chicago's cold, man. You got to think about that kind of stuff when you're taking a young man. Like, see, when you take a guy from Ohio State and you bring him into Chicago, okay, I can understand that. From California to Chicago, not only that, they added what? 1 or 2 more games in the NFL? 17 games? How are we feeling about soft-ass people thinking about players shouldn't be going to play in tough weather?
I think that's
a point.
That's always been the thing. That's always been a thing for whenever people get drafted to Chicago. I feel like they've always got the short end of the stick. I've experienced it, man. Like people talk bad about like playing for the Bears because it's so fucking cold there. Why would quarterbacks want to play? Like whenever Rex Grossman was drafted, he played for the Gators, and they said that he wasn't like one of the best quarterbacks, but he did get us to a Super Bowl, and they were saying that like, why would he want to play there? He should try to opt out to go play for somewhere else, like somebody else. And he wasn't even our best quarterback. They said the same shit about Jake Cutler whenever we got him from Denver. Denver's another cold ass place. He played at Vanderbilt. They were saying that he should go play somewhere in the West Coast. That Chicago's weather is too ugly. I don't know. I don't really like it. It's
Aaron Rodgers pulled it off, so shit, anybody can pull it off.
Tom Brady pulled it off.
Yeah, it can happen, but it is something you take into consideration. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes
I don't think it's that big of a
Texas.
deal.
He's playing in Missouri. It's fucking cold over there. People are getting amputations after fucking the last Kansas City
I heard
game,
that like 10 people, right?
I think 10 got tossed, but I don't know if 10 got amputated. But
Oh.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it's just football. Like, it's a fall and it's and a winter sport. Like, what the fuck are we talking? Deion Sanders, of all people, you're in Colorado. And you got the nerve. You got the nerve, my guy. You're one of the best of all times. And you got the nerve to say some dumb shit like this. That's crazy, like how soft we're getting these days, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I get there are people like, oh, build a dome everywhere so we can have fair games. No. Weather is part of football. It always has been. That's why I respect the Bills for not.
field advantage.
Thank you. That's why the Bills I can respect them for the new stadium they're building. It's gonna be open fucking field still. It's gonna have a little more cover for the snow, so whatever. But they're still keeping that element alive.
That's why I don't want a new stadium in Chicago, because you're basically tearing down tradition by building a dome in Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, apparently that with the Buffalo side of things, it was the people the taxpayers that voted for no dome. So if Chicago gets a dome, it's because Chicago fans voted for a dome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So respect to all the teams out there that still have no domes. Denver, New England, you know who you are, all those teams. So good shit out there, guys. All right, moving on. James had brought up an interesting topic in our text thread, ladies and gentlemen, and the reason why
all I did was post it.
No, shut your whore mouth and let me fucking bring this up.
You shared it, bro. You started.
The reason the episode is called "Everyone Has a Plan Until They Get Punched in the Mouth" is because we have seen something on
James
ESPN
had a
MMA,
plan, and he got punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but he had a plan. It didn't go his way. It got knocked out. So I'm gonna post this picture up, and I'm gonna keep it up for a few seconds for the people who have seen it, maybe online or whatever. But here we go. On the top bracket, you have a bunch of freaking MMA fighters on top, and at the bottom you have a mix of MMA. I think that's The Rock or Daniel Cormier on the right, and then Mike Tyson in the front. I can't tell who that is. It could be Daniel Cormier because of the forehead, or it could be The Rock. I could not tell you who that freaking was. I thought it was The Rock too, so I'm gonna stick that as The Rock. But anyways, James put this up, and Alex said, "What? Alex, what did you say?" And don't just say what you said. Don't go into explanation. Just say what you said.
Oh, I said I pick any guy with Mike on it, Mike Tyson.
Okay. Trey, what did you say? Trey, what did you say?
I said the top are dogs.
Okay, and James, what did you say?
I said if we're talking prime Mike, then I'm taking the bottom. No questions asked.
Whoa.
Hey, chill out.
What the fuck? Hey, put that up one more time. Okay. Is that Nate Diaz right there? So on the bottom?
That's the only one is Nate Diaz, and then what's his face?
And then
behind The Rock. What's his name? No, the
Habib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, that one. The one who beat Conor.
So let me be clear about this. Whoever edited this photo, you're a fucking pussy. I need to see the whole bottom team and the top team. What is this?
Both, for sure.
Like I could bring out Nate
Diaz. Go to ESPN's Instagram.
That's where I got this picture from too.
Oh, okay.
So hold on.
I thought
so
I don't think
so in the back left, that is Nate Diaz. In front of him is Cain Velasquez, former UFC heavyweight champion. And without zooming in right here to look so stupid, I think that's Alistair Overeem right behind him, which is next to Nate Diaz. Then Brock Lesnar in front, Khabib Nurmagomedov behind him, The Rock and Mike Tyson. I can't tell you who the motherfucker is with that chin. I cannot tell you. So that team alone is full of heavyweight guys and 2 lightweights. On top, you got John Bones Jones, Conor McGregor, and Anderson the Spider Silva. You got Tony Ferguson, Demetrius Johnson, Georgia St. Pierre, Stipe Miocic, Korean Zombie. It looks like Daniel Cormier, and the only reason I didn't know which Daniel Cormier was is because the one on the top looks like it's a fat titty. That is Daniel Cormier. Then you got Israel Adesanya. You got R.I.P. Anthony Johnson on top, and then Tony Ferguson. I said already. So if you watch combat sports like me, you know, yes, all these guys are fucking motherfucking killers, but the top team in a whole street fight is gonna beat the guys on the bottom. And the point was that James and Alex said Mike Tyson will kill anybody. Okay, have y'all seen John Jones? Have y'all seen Anderson Silva? I'm not even bringing up Conor McGregor because that motherfucker doesn't have a chin.
Bro, Omicania?
Didn't Conor lose to like 2 of those guys in the bottom picture?
He only lost to one.
Just Nate Diaz. He lost the first one to Nate Diaz. He got choked out, and then he beat him in the.
Oh, you're right. But then he beat him.
Yeah.
So they never had a third.
First off, you're gonna tell me that John Bones Jones with a left leg swipe to Mike Tyson's fucking face is not going to knock the tattoo off his face. Get the fuck out of here.
I just want to know how much of John Jones y'all have really seen.
I've seen a good amount. A good amount. I haven't seen everything.
I've seen all of his fights versus what's his name, the fat dude, Daniel Cormier, whatever. Like I've seen those fights. I don't watch. Listen. Before y'all get all hysterical and start hollering all this hoopla, look, I really don't give a fuck about MMA. Okay, I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't care for UFC. I like Ronda. I like Conor. And the little African dude.
You like Ronda?
The little African dude. What's his name? The one that just lost. Izzy, whatever his name is. I like that dude. But and then what's the girl that beat Ronda into a poke with the braids?
Which one, Holly Holmes or Amanda Nunes?
No. Amanda. I like Amanda, but other than that, I mean, like, bro, I don't really follow the sport. So with all due respect, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, these dudes can't fuck with I'm just saying, I know prime Mike Tyson. I know you step in the ring, 13 seconds. That's what the crowd is sounding like right there.
That's how long it took Conor McGregor to win his first title. 13 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, 13 seconds, Mike Tyson was knocking people out on pay-per-view. That's all I know. So
that's fine, but in the streets, that's a different story. They ain't doing that with.
You think it's not worse in the street? And the cage is controlled.
Bro, y'all acting like these guys can't defend themselves and get the takedown and slam them on their heads and then fucking choke them out.
That's it. But okay, look, we're speaking from two different perspectives. You're speaking from the point of these guys are technical wrestlers that know how to get you to the floor. I'm speaking from the point of if it's a brawl, like if it's an all-out brawl, like with Mike Tyson, I'm gotta have no regard to respect for whatever he does.
Bruh, y'all need to understand how wrestling works, how freaking jiu-jitsu works. It's about controlling the body. It's about controlling your enemy. And once they got him on the ground, he ain't squabbling his way out of there, as Alex likes to say.
That's the hugest if in the world. It goes both ways. If Mike don't lay hands on nobody's face, and if they don't kick him to the floor.
There has been one freaking boxer.
Stop using that excuse. We're not gonna use that. That is a sorry fighter. He is nowhere near Mike Tyson.
May I say something?
He is nowhere near Mike Tyson, so you cannot use that as a reference. No, bro.
Yes, you can. If you haven't watched everybody on that chart, you cannot really specify. You're only specifying one guy just because of his prime. You cannot make the argument that for everyone on that shit.
May I say something?
I'll take everyone on that chart.
I played high school football.
Hey, I'm
a G. A street fight.
Hold on. Mike Tyson wasn't even the best heavyweight boxer in his time. How the fuck are you just going to go ahead and ignore the fuck about all these other guys who are in their primes themselves?
May I say something?
May
I say something?
Okay.
We all know Mike Tyson is one of the greatest boxers to ever live. We understand that concept. He is a dog. Yes, we know that. And if it was a street brawl and there were no rules, yes, he would probably do some crazy shit because he bit a dude's ear off in the fucking ring. We understand that concept. We understand that. But you also have to realize that 4 to 5 of those motherfuckers on the top row alone are literally certified fucking killers. John Bones Jones will fuck you up. Adesanya will fuck you up. Conor McGregor is a psychopath. Will fuck you up. Yes, Tyson can hold his own, but these dudes are lethal fucking killers. I'm just saying.
Let them get 6 feet away from me.
If these guys are just doing the stand-up only, if it's a stand-up only, then okay, maybe Mike Tyson is going to most.
But it don't even matter.
I'm telling you right now, bro. A John Bones Jones left leg kick to the right side of Mike Tyson's face will knock off his fucking tattoo.
No, Mike Tyson
is Brock Lesnar's there?
No, Mike Tyson is like 50. Mike Tyson's like 58 years old. I guarantee if that motherfucker hit John Jones right now, he's sleeping him.
If John Jones just lets it happen for sure, but he's not gonna let it happen.
Bro,
I'm telling you, bro. UFC is different for all them.
That's why I respectfully bowed out. That's why I respectfully bowed out when we were texting, because we're both standing on business for both sides of the spectrum. I agree that Mike wouldn't get bitched like that, and y'all agree that John Jones and the rest of these other dudes would kill him. I'm just saying, in an all-out brawl.
Do you remember how Nick Chubb got his knee fucked up in week 2?
Man,
You
I don't
remember?
give a fuck about none of that. Ain't
No.
nobody getting that close to Prime Mike.
Question.
Ain't nobody getting that close to Prime Mike. Ain't no Nick Chubb.
How big do you think John Jones is? This
I don't
motherfucker
give
is
a fuck
long.
how big he is. Niggas, it don't matter if you 6'8" or you fucking 5'11". Anybody can get slapped. Height don't
You're
got
not
shit
wrong,
to do
man.
with it.
Yes, you're right. And just how Mike Tyson's gonna expect a fucking punch, he's gonna get a fucking head kick and be knocked the fuck out. Exactly. Thank
That's
you.
all y'all care about is feet and fucking wrestling.
No.
That
No.
don't
I'm
matter.
just saying that's the biggest thing. I'm talking about fighting. I'm not talking about boxing. You're the one that's going with one fucking art and
I'm
martial
not
arts
going
right
with
here.
one art. I'm just saying in a street bar, like if we in the streets and we all drinking at a bar, and John Jones came up and slapped the fuck out of Mike Tyson, and he turned around and these niggas started scrapping.
I'm grabbing a bottle. I'm grabbing a bottle and hitting him over the head. Hey, I'm a G, dog. I don't care.
And I'm not gonna let you have it. If I'm John Jones, I'm letting that happen.
I'm grabbing.
I got control of
Oh my
your arms.
God.
I got control of your wrists. Y'all never seen MMA fights. Y'all cannot say shit.
If that happened in front of me, bro, I'm grabbing popcorn and watching that shit. I promise you that much.
Hey,
I'm just sitting there like, man, this is a crazy ass
bro,
fight, bro.
this is the biggest hypothetical ever, bro.
What's funny is if we had Mike Tyson and John Jones in a bar fight, John Jones would choke out and put to sleep Mike Tyson in fucking 20 seconds.
Why are we just assuming this is crazy to me, bro? This is crazy.
Watch Logan Paul beats Watch Logan Paul beats what's the name, Mike Tyson.
If Jake Paul beats Mike
Don't
Tyson,
even play like that, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, do we not all agree that this shit is for money? I don't even care.
Yeah,
bro. That is so fake.
It's a draw.
Yeah,
100%
money.
It's all money grab.
Stupid,
Just
bro.
like Floyd versus
And y'all gonna get on the next part and be like, "And you think he can beat John Jones?" Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I already know what's gonna happen.
Just so you never watch John Jones, that's okay. That's all right. Don't worry. That's fine. That's okay. You can't win an argument if you don't know the whole details.
James, though, low key, I know you don't really watch UFC. I know you don't watch UFC, but next time Bones fights, you gotta watch him. That kid is
I've
cold.
seen him fight. I respect the fuck out of him, bro. I really do.
You picked a fat guy. You picked a fat guy fight as the fight to watch. Watch him fight a guy with his eye level. Watch when he put Lyoto Machida to fucking sleep with a guillotine choke. Standing up.
Bro.
Rampage Jackson, the Mike Tyson of fucking MMA. Got his ass whooped 4 fucking rounds straight and choked out by John Bones Jones. The Mike Tyson of MMA got his ass clapped, his cheeks clapped by John Jones.
No, he didn't. Because the Mike Tyson of MMA is Mike Tyson, and he don't fucking do MMA. That's all I'm saying. We can agree to disagree. Respectfully. Agree to disagree. Respectfully. I respect Jones. I respect Mike. I'm just saying, I put my faith, just like we have Christians, you have Buddhism, you have Catholics, you have all these other religions. I put my hope and my faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, which is in this spectrum. I put my faith in Mike Tyson. You put yours in John Jones.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, you lost all faith with that then. It ain't gonna happen. You lost the bet. Already you lost the bet with that shit. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send y'all fucking John Jones fucking highlights, and you won't fucking understand why this man in a street fight would kill Mike Tyson. Don't think John Jones is I'm gonna just stand there and take it.
I'm gonna tweet Mike Tyson until he responds saying that Jones can beat him up, and then we're gonna see what Mike has to say about it.
Hey, remember when Francis
Mike would respond to it.
That'd be so awesome, bro.
Hey, what's up with that thumbs up? That's pretty cool.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. It's the first time I saw it. I put my thumb up and
that scared the shit out of me.
I don't know where the fuck. Oh, okay. We got a few comments.
Okay.
Wrestling in a street fight won't help for Kaka. Yeah, right.
That's what I'm talking about, Steezy.
But top pick is menacing.
It's not. It's not winning though.
Wait, hold on. Stop. You just said that's what I'm talking about, Steezy. He said wrestling in a street fight won't help for Kaka. That's your team.
No.
Your team.
Yes,
My
motherfucker.
team is Mike Tyson. I don't give a fuck about everybody else that's standing with Mike Tyson.
Then you have Mike Tyson in a bunch of
He ain't beating all
wrestlers.
these fuckers. He ain't beating the. Bro, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna show you a fucking 160-pound hoist Gracie.
Is that The Rock for real?
Yeah, I think that's the I think
it
so.
was The Rock.
Oh, it's over. The people's elbow.
Hey, Alex, you got the people's elbow and the people's hook for Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like a cocaine hook.
No, I'm just saying.
You're right.
I'll ride.
Probably is. You probably doped up. That man bit a man's ear off. You think he gonna let somebody take him to the ground?
Because he was losing. He was getting his teeth back.
Exactly. It's a street fight. If you're losing in a street fight, that's what I said. You're gonna grab a bottle. You're gonna hit somebody over the head. It's a street fight.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like Mike Tyson is crazy.
Yeah, but you don't need to know about jiu-jitsu or wrestling, bro. They'll control the wrist. They'll choke him out. Control the body. Like that's the point of that. I'm sorry that you don't know that martial arts, Jay.
Hey, let me go back to 2005. Whatever.
2005, John Jones will be my thing.
You sleep. 2005, nigga put the bed. All right, well.
Mike Tyson would be in Hangover 4 after a fight with John Jones. He'd be knocked out and begging for money.
Nah.
Nah.
We don't believe you. We don't believe you.
Who's we? As Uncle Phil would say, we?
Me, and Alex.
Oh, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. He like you only watches boxing, or you don't even watch either. So
I don't watch either.
You don't got a fucking
boxing is dead though.
You got no toes to stand on. You got no toes.
I don't watch boxing because boxing is dead. Ain't no more real boxing.
That's like I said. Like if MMA was a thing whenever Mike started fighting, like maybe it'll be a different topic. But like back then, whenever Mike was fighting, boxing was the like mecca, right?
Yeah, until guys got too scared about getting knocked out, so they protected the money and picked their opponents. Exactly. Weak ass motherfuckers. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. The boxers ain't gonna beat the MMA guys. There's a reason why boxers won't go do MMA because they know they're gonna get embarrassed. MMA guys are at least brave enough to go up there. Now, if they win or lose, it's whatever. Francis Ngannou, in my opinion, beat Tyson Fury, and then he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua. So be it. It is what it is. Conor McGregor lasted 9 rounds with fucking Floyd Mayweather?
I think it's because Mayweather wanted it to fucking last 9 rounds.
I mean, he also got rocked.
Yeah, I mean, if we watch the whole fight, like he was inviting him to get basically tire him out.
Well, it doesn't help that Conor.
But that's how Mayweather has always fought though. He's always been a defensive guy.
Yeah. Yeah, the one boxer that went to try MMA, he got humiliated, and James Toney, and he never saw him again. So there's that. That's why boxers are too scared to slow fight MMA because they know they'll get their bitch asses clapped. CZ has one more thing. UFC is pure fighting from the heart, while on the other hand, boxing is for money and protecting their perfect zero. Also, hot take: Jake Paul is making boxing relevant again.
I agree with him. I ain't gonna lie. I will agree with the fact that MMA, UFC, all that shit is like it's pure. It's no cheating in that shit. Like you're going out there, you're battling.
They're not really getting paid good. They're not making good money.
They don't.
Either.
That's why I said like they get paid like shit. I think
that's because they don't have a union.
Yeah, I think they deserve to get paid way more for the shit that happens to them, man. Them guys go out there and they really getting after it. It's not like none of that weak shit. It's not like boxing. They kind of like you're shading towards one side and the point system is like favoring this guy because you want to set up the next matchup with this fighter and that fighter. No, that's what I respect UFC for that, like to that standpoint. And I agree, boxing ain't shit. Boxing ain't been shit since like for a while, bro. You got like old ass Floyd. You got old ass fucking De La Hoya fighting Floyd Mayweather for what? That fight didn't make no fucking sense. That's what I mean. Like that sport died around that time right there, bro. For me, because I was used to the old school.
Floyd was picking. Floyd was waiting for these guys to get old and washed.
I was used to what I grew up with, dog. My dad watched Mike. My dad watched, like you said, Evander. My dad watched like Butterbean. My dad watched like you remember like the young Zab Judah, like those guys that was really getting
Butterbean.
after it. You know what I'm saying? Like those real boxers, bro. Like it wasn't nothing fake about what they were doing until like shit started changing. And like he said, it started turning into a money show. I mean, it kind of sucks, bro. It's kind of how I feel about the NBA. Like off topic, like all these supermax contracts, these dudes ain't even playing hard, bro. It's like you got a few teams that are doing what they're doing, and then everybody else is just out there, bro. There's no true art to it no more, man. Like there's no like it's not about the team no more. It's about one or two players, and that's it. And if you don't got those players, nobody's watching you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I don't know. That's just me. I agree with him though. I truly do. But I still think Mike Tyson ain't losing. So
Man, well, you need to come over and watch some John Jones fights to understand what we're talking about. You gotta
that's what's
actually
up.
see it. You gotta actually see it. Like that's the thing. Like I get what you're saying because Mike Tyson was, dude. He was like when we talked about generational fucking talent. Oh my God, was Mike Tyson generational? Now he wasn't afraid, right? If he loses, he's still gonna go out there. He's not trying to protect the zero, right? Like how CZ said, like these guys are trying to do right now. They're trying to protect the zero. He wasn't afraid of doing that, right? He got beat down by what was his first loss? Douglas?
Yeah, Buster Douglas.
Buster Douglas, thank you. Like it wasn't his best night, but he came back and fought. He lost his back-to-back to Evander Holyfield. He didn't always put up the best performances, but he tried. He was one of those guys who was a monster. You're a big fan of. But like at the end of the day, like if you actually watch these guys, like from the list of the guys that could beat them, I'm gonna pick John Jones all day. But that's because I've seen both.
Somebody's at Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, the invite, motherfucker.
Hey, this was spontaneous. I cut the yard and I was just told to get in the car. We're going to go get something to eat. So,
get in there, talk to the manager, tell them to sponsor us, or otherwise don't put that neon sign up because we're not giving no free plug.
All right, I got you. All right, but I'm gonna let y'all go, man.
All right, one thing. I want to ask you one thing. The Anthony Edwards dunk last night. Was it a dunk, or how much did you love it?
I love it, but I don't love it as much as I would like. I don't love it as much as I love his dunk over. I don't know who that was versus the Raptors. Like I'm not a big fan of these throw-in dunks. I mean it's cool to a certain extent once you see how high somebody get over the rim. Once you see how high somebody gets over the rim, but I'm not a fan of it, man. I want you to actually get there and like you're grabbing the rim. That's a dunk to me. Like all this throwing in Dwight Howard shit.
Well, to be fair, John Collins was holding on to his nutsack to stop him.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, because you don't want to get dunked on. I mean, it's Ant. You know what he's gonna do when he takes off, and he just couldn't get there. So it's like it sucks. It was an unbelievable dunk, bro. Like they gonna counter the dunk. It was unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie. Like the kid was flying, but I just got much more respect for what happened to Austin Reeves versus what happened to Jonathan Collins.
He said that was his best dunk of all time. That's in his opinion.
I like in my opinion, I like the one over. I think he dunked on Aaron Gordon, but it didn't count because it was a charge. And then I like the one he did versus Toronto when he went baseline. Those are my favorites from Ant.
All right, someone left you one last comment before you get off. He said, "James just LeBron sexual, bro. He hating on new schoolers."
I don't.
All right, James, have a good night, brother.
All right, man. I love y'all, bro. Peace.
All right, man.
Let it be done.
Be careful.
That guy. No invite. How rude. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to bring that as a topic. Like Anthony Edwards had an amazing dunk. Jalen Johnson also from the Hawks had a big old dunk on Austin Reeves. His nuts were in full view of 3D view of Austin Reeves. How did y'all feel about that shit? And are those some of the best dunks of all time, or are we just like, it's a good night?
I think that was one of the most impact dunks since Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin used to throw some haymakers.
That's exactly the one.
And it's like the same thing too. Like he wouldn't really grab the rim because he was so far away. He would catch a body and basically throw it in there.
The one it makes me think of is that one on the baseline when he chunked it in on what's his face. I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, man, we've seen a lot of like fantastic dunks. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
it's one of those things like, they've been great. Now, I mean, okay, I just wanted to ask you real quick, what is y'all's favorite dunk of all time? If you, like top of the head that you could like just think of, like what are some of your favorite dunks of all time? Not counting Vince Carter's, All Stars,
I was gonna
that,
say
that don't count. That don't count, bro. You
I was
have
literally
a lot
gonna
to
say
pick
this.
up on.
Think about your Spurs dunks.
If I had one of my favorite Spurs dunks on top of my head, it's either Manu on Bosch or Corey Joseph on Serge Ibaka.
The Manu on Bosch was nasty. Favorite dunks of all time? Shit. Damn, there's too fucking many.
My favorite one was Derrick Rose on Gortat. Whenever he was in the air.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
are you guys say like your Spurs one? My favorite Bulls one is the Derrick Rose on Gortat or the Taj Gibson on D Wade. And
I would say, oof, damn, bro.
There's just so many, right, in the history of NBA.
There really are.
Or like
you're like trying to pinpoint one is crazy because if you forget one, it's
well,
like
so I have two in mind, but I get what James is saying, and I kind of respect what he's saying with those throw-in dunks. I would say if I had to choose, man, I can't choose one fully. I would say that Blake Griffin is top 3 for me. That one on the baseline when he fucking hawks it down, that was glorious. The DeAndre Jordan, whenever he did it on, gosh damn it, what was that dude's name in the paint?
Jennings. I think it was Benny Jennings.
Yeah, I think so. And then the third one, because I had 3 and I just forgot the third one. Shit.
So my those are the two Bulls one, but I think the best one I've ever seen is gonna be a LeBron James on Jason Terry.
Ooh,
That was the most disrespectful dunk I've ever seen.
The alley-oop from Wade, right?
And that's because I like people say I'm a LeBron hater, but bro, that was probably one of the nastiest dunks I've ever seen.
Yeah, that one was my third one. I couldn't remember who I was thinking of, but yes, that one was disgusting. The alley-oop over Jason Terry, like that was fucking gross. And I
He says mine is the Heat when D Wade passed it to LeBron and made that iconic pick.
Yeah,
as
I don't
crazy as that was,
but
yeah. I was gonna say I kind of like the one where he's doing like the God damn it, I don't know the names of dunks very well, but the one where he's by himself, he's running on the face in Laker uniform, and he just has that awesome shot where he like throws like a windmill, almost like
Rock the Baby.
There. Yes, thank you.
Rockin'
That's
the
it.
Oh yeah, the Rocket Baby. The one that Jordan used to. I mean, not Jordan. Oh my God. No, it was Dr. J. Dr. J used to rock the baby. I think it was Dr. J used to rock the baby.
One of the meanest ones I can remember. I was like listening to some podcast saying it. It was the one when Shaq got on Dudley when he fucking
when he straddled him, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
When he straddled him,
dude, that was so demeaning, bro. Like, good lord.
I got reminded that on one of the pods.
Shaq's never been like a high flyer, but his dunks are fucking powerful as hell.
He's broken how many backboards?
So many. They redesigned the backboards because of Shaq, right?
Yeah, they reinforced them bitches.
I can't decide, but those are my 3 though. The DeAndre Jordan one in the middle of the paint, the Blake Griffin down the sideline, and then the LeBron alley-oop over Terry.
Yeah,
that motherfucker was disgusting.
So many good times.
So many, bro. There's so many ridiculous dunks, dude. It's stupid.
I seen a LeBron dunk when he played the Bulls. He jumped over John Lucas III. Like he literally jumped over him on LEU. That was a nasty dunk too. That's crazy, man. LeBron has had so many crazy dunks. We never seen him in a dunking contest.
He never wanted to be.
Yeah,
that's so stupid.
That sucks.
I
would have liked watching him in the dunking contest.
Fuck yeah.
Like a few nights ago, I was talking to my buddy on Xbox, and he asked me, if they change the logo, should LeBron be the logo? right? Because he's 40K and all this shit. Like he's the guy who's been there for like 21 years, 21 plus, whatever. And I was like, honestly, bro, if on some of the decisions that he made, for like example, I don't know, that cut out. Oh, like I'll beat it. I don't know why I'm still here. Um, he decision to sit out from the All Star games, other than the game itself, but the activities, the Saturday activities, and then the more abusive ways he took of the rest thing, like those to me, like for me, were like kind of things that set him back. Because I said, you know what, if anyone deserves to be the new logo, it would be Kobe, because he was a guy who was always all in, right? He was always wanting to do activities and all stuff like that. He played hurt and all this shit. You remember his Achilles tear. You remember his dislocation of bones and ligaments. Like he was literally always all in. So, I mean, if you're gonna make a decision to change the logo, because again, Jerry West is one of the older guys or whatever, however you feel about it, like it would be Kobe, just because he was arguably the best of the 2000s. And so
like, you would do Kobe over MJ?
I would. MJ did retire like 3 times.
No,
to be fair.
Curious.
And I mean, MJ is the GOAT, right? For me, he's the GOAT. I know people have Bron or Kobe, however you want to see it. However you guys want to see it, whatever. But for me, it's MJ, because this dude, even in his short time, 15 years of actually playing, even those Washington years, like he is he is the best of all time. Like it's just hard to argue. You've never seen anything like it. And obviously, most of us here, actually all of us here, we didn't really get to see Jordan in his prime, not at a good age. We were all barely like newborns and shit like that, or under 10. But when you get to recap his games and you get to look back at all this shit, and then if you want to look more in depth tune of his stuff with The Last Dance, I think that just solidified for me like where he stood at the pinnacle of the NBA ladder. But I don't hate it if you have Bron up there on top. I just think he has more negatives than positives. I mean, 4 championships in 21 years. That's kind of like that. That's like the more that he saves longevity, yes, he gets his points, but also the less likely he succeeds. And so,
yeah,
I don't know. That's my take on that. But I know Alex is giddy anytime we say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. I'm trying to get that freaking light thing. The bubble will come back up.
I haven't. I mean, I didn't really get to see him play, so.
Yeah, but you do have opportunity to see his old games. Like they're on YouTube and shit like that. Like if you want to, but
well, like growing up in Chicago, that's all. Like even like when I was 10 or whatever, like that was already a few years back that the Bulls won a championship, and they were still talking about the Michael Jordan days and the Scottie Pippen days. Bro, everybody was rocking Bulls gear.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have a lot of Chicago fans here in San Antonio, so you see it all the time. CZ says Bron ruined the contest in the All-Star game by saying he won't participate. That's why all the big stars is like it's just a waste of time.
I agree
on that, but I also give props to Jaylen Brown for at least trying to get stars back in by putting himself in.
Yeah,
even though he sucked this year.
No, but I agree though. Like I think a lot of them were like, "Yeah, if he's not doing it, I'm not doing it."
Yeah. Which is crazy because I mean you're gonna do more shit in LA Fitness than you're gonna do for like just this 1 week. Like we're asking you for 1 day, and you can get paid for it, but you're not. But you're gonna do more shit and more risk to injury at LA Fitness. Okay, cool.
And I think like Anthony Edwards is probably like I'm not saying the new face of the NBA, but I'm saying like I think he's one of the guys that probably make the movement in the future where you start seeing more competitive All-Star games, because he does seem like a guy that like is all in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I think they ruined the dunk contest when they didn't give it to Eric Gordon. They gave exactly
that was one of the best. That was one of the best dunk contests we have seen probably in a long ass time.
Even the one with what's his name with Jones, he had like I thought Eric Gordon won that one, and they just whatever. But it is what it is.
I just feel like that it's all about the flash. Like putting the cape or doing this, that, and the other, and then the dunk is mid. It's like, okay.
But why is Jaylen Brown jumping over Tyson and having to?
That's what I'm saying. Like that type of shit. Like
For
just
clicks.
because he's a name, you know what I mean? Stupid.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know who the kid was until that fucking All-Star break, bro. Like
He's a popular Twitch. Well, I don't know if he's on Twitch anymore, but stupid.
I mean, good for the kid, right? You're getting some big props there by getting on an NBA platform. But damn, bro, like I didn't know who it was. I guess it's one for the new kids. I'm just old at this point. How do y'all feel? And last topic before we close it out. How do y'all feel if the Lakers and the Warriors don't make the playoffs this year?
It's a big topic, right?
Love it. Love it.
No.
The only thing I'd love more is somehow the Spurs made it, which I know is impossible.
Well, we're already eliminated.
I think it's pretty cool. I know last year James was saying that Sacramento's time was to win that last year because he doesn't know. Like he was saying that like you're gonna have the Golden State Warriors back at 100%. You're gonna have the Lakers back at the 100%. That you're probably not gonna get these Kings at this level again. And what do you know? Like the Kings are back at it again, right? It's cool to see these new teams like the Pelicans, the Thunder, the Timberwolves, mostly the teams in the West, right? I know Dallas was struggling a little bit, but they seem to be turning a corner. I don't know how likely they will be like a championship contender, but it's cool. I mean, yeah, I don't think it'll be weird to not see Curry and LeBron just because their team has just been mediocre at best this whole year. So I don't think they deserve to be playing in the playoffs in like second, third round. That'd be crazy. But we did see it though, right? I think it was the Lakers last year, right? They made it pretty far, even though they were one of the
The Lakers and the Heat are both playing guys. They both get well, technically the Heat came in as the 7th seed, and because they lost the first round in the play-in, they stayed at the 8th seed after they won, which then they upset all those teams that went to the finals. The Lakers, they were the 7th seed.
I think it was 7th.
They were the 7th seed. They got the Grizzlies in the first round. They beat them. They got the Warriors second round, and they got split by the Nuggets. So they were the first two playing teams to get to the conference finals, and then the Heat were the first playing team to get into the finals itself. But what's funny. It's when the whole play-in tournament came out, LeBron was one of those guys who was heavily against it, and in the last 4 years, he's relied on the play-in tournament to even have a shot at the playoffs. So that's kind of ironic, like how everything goes.
It is ironic, right? Now that LeBron, I'm not saying struggling, but his team is struggling to make the playoffs. Now the NBA makes this new play-in tournament. Is it ironic that the NBA did that just to keep the Lakers and LeBron on TV for a while?
I don't think they knew that this would happen to them, right? Because it's not like they were just champions not that long ago. Mind you, that was bubble champions, and Trey was never a fan of that. But regardless, they were still champions, and it's just crazy to see that now how far they've fallen. Anthony Davis, this is his first year that he's actually healthy. But the rest of the team is just blah, Rui Hachimura's okay. Austin Reeves is up and down. D'Angelo Russell's really up and down. He's got a lot more ups this year, thankfully, but I mean, it hasn't really affected them much. I mean, look at the record, right? They're the 9th seed right now, 2.5 games behind the Suns. I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. We did a tournament kind of thing last week. Look, if the play-in tournament started today, it's the Mavericks versus the Suns and the Lakers versus Warriors. Who wins those matchups? Trey, you go first.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Mavericks beating the Suns, and the Lakers versus the Warriors.
Yep.
Damn.
It'd be in LA. It'd be in LA.
I'm probably going to LA anyways.
Okay.
I'm going to LA and then Mavs.
Okay, so then after that, or I'll go with Alex. What's your predictions?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Dallas because Luca has the Phoenix number, and I was watching. I've been watching a lot of Golden State games that they've been on TV. They look lost, man. They got their ass kicked. I think by was it New York the other night?
Well, probably was.
Yeah, I think, and I think Anthony Davis will have Camino's number in that game.
Okay, so y'all have the same ones. Dallas and LA would win the first round. Okay, so Dallas would already be in the playoffs with just the one win. So then the next round would be the losers of that first game and the winners of the second game. So it'd be the Suns versus Lakers. Who do y'all got in that scenario?
I'm taking Suns.
Okay.
Me too. I'll pick the Suns also.
It's tough, right? We're talking. Look at
It is.
that, Luka, KD, Braun, and Steph, all in that little tournament. That's fucking stupid. Hey man, I hope y'all are right. Like this new gen of guys take over. But hey, Spurs surround Wemby so we can get in this conversation too. All right, Steezy has a question. He says, "I'm going to the Spurs game this Friday versus the Grizzlies. Just want to know y'all's predictions."
We lose.
To the Grizzlies?
I don't know, bro.
No, we're not losing. I mean, we might. Maybe they'll actually play Derrick Rose. Is Derrick Rose still in Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll actually play him. They haven't played him much this year.
I think it'll actually be a pretty good game, to be honest with you.
Is JJ still playing for the Grizzlies?
Jackson?
Was he hurt? Yeah.
I heard he was hurt a while ago, but I think he's back.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me pull
That'd be a good
Yeah.
matchup watching him versus Wemby.
Yeah, he's played the last two games.
That would be a good matchup to watch.
I completely left the whole thing.
That's cool, Steezy. I'm going to the Suns game this Saturday.
With Jeff?
Yeah, I'm right.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Which is cool because I like KD to an extent. I hate that he went to the Warriors, but I like KD as a player. So I'm kind of excited.
Hey, I mean, you never know. Maybe we could be the reason why they fall even harder. They're the AFC, but whether they fall to the night, it's us.
It'd be
Hey,
so awesome.
that battle at the beginning of the year with the Wemby and the Spurs, with the KD and the Suns, those games were
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm hoping. Like, when I was looking through the schedule, that's exactly what I'm hoping for. The one I wanted to go to was the Milwaukee one when it was that really badass game.
Yeah.
That's one I wanted to originally go to.
Next year.
This one might be a close second. So.
Yeah. Well, there's not much time left for the season. There's only about a month left. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll talk more NBA playoff talks the closer we get. But guys, that's all I got for tonight. We spent an hour and feels like an hour and 20, hour and 10 on Caleb Williams and Justin Fields. Alex, we've been coming to Chicago Bears pod, bro. We need to get some sponsorship from them because we gave them too much fucking free plugs today.
Yeah, it was a lot of talk about the Bears.
But
it sucks that we're going to be talking about them more up until the draft.
And then you won't be there. And don't ask me to help you because I can't. I need to do this podcast. Even though that might take 4 hours. Unless Trey, we all agree when we do the draft this year, we won't save the whole first round. We'll just do like the lottery picks and that's it. We'll go home for that.
Last year was not fun.
4 hours.
Last year was a lot. Last year was a lot.
The commercials killed us.
It was definitely a lot. It was fun. Don't get me wrong, but it was a lot.
Yeah, I walked into the wrong room. I was trying to go find the restroom, and I walked in the wrong room. I walked into your mother-in-law's room. That was awkward. Anyways, guys. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, all the good stuff. Please continue to spread the word. We're at 175 subscribers on YouTube. TikTok is gonna die apparently, so they don't sell out of China or whatever the fuck's going on there. So follow us there, Instagram, YouTube at Puro Pinche Sports. Follow us on X/Twitter at Pinche Sports Pod. Guys, for Humble Hater James, the Texas Roadhouse better be saving us some buns.
Real quick though, shout out to Steezy, bro, for being that dude.
Shout out, bro.
Steezy's always there.
And he said he wants to be in here for UFC talks. It's gonna be funny. It's just gonna be me and him then.
It'll be good. It'll be good to have a soccer pod with.
Hey,
I know Alex is ready for the baseball pods. Whatever he actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? Steve's starting to play MLB the show now, so maybe he knows a little bit of baseball.
Nice.
We'll probably have a little baseball pod. Yeah, he's starting to play a little bit of MLB the show. Trying to get into it.
It's like getting Art's opinion on football, but all he brings up is fantasy football topics.
I know.
I'm just kidding. Art had good takes last week. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. For Humble Hater James, Trigger Trey Parker, Professor Alex de la Cruz, I'm Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we